Okay, I'm going to show you 3 quick demonstrations of a most remarkable shuffle. It's called the Charlier 1. And the Charlier 1 is special because it preserves 2 cycles, mirrored structures, and AMP structures. Those are the 3 primary structures that I teach about on the Absolute Math Magic channel. Okay? So you're going to tell me how many times to perform the Charlier 1 on each packet, and then I'm going to try to accomplish the goal here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pick up this one. So let me just show you. We have just the ace through 8 of hearts. Okay, so let me show you what the Charlier shuffle is to begin with, just so you know. Okay, so you push off the top card. The bottom single card goes to top, top to bottom, bottom over here to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay, would you like me to do another one of those? No, just one? Okay, that's fine. Your choice. Okay, and so my goal now, or my job, is to set out pairs of cards whose card values, when you subtract them, you get exactly 1. Okay, so I'm going to do something very simple here. I'm going to just kind of put out pairs here of cards. And what I'm hoping I've accomplished here is that if we look at these, each of these will have a card value that when you subtract the 2 card values, you get exactly 1. Well, let's see. 6 minus 5 is 1. That one works. Let's see. 2 minus ace counts as a 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, we got 2. 2 out of 2. Oh, yes, indeed. We got 4 minus 3 is 1. So that has a card difference of 1. And then 8 minus 7 indeed is 1. We did it. Good job. Boy, am I glad you had me Charlier shuffle that just once. Okay. Now, a note to you as a performer, you can actually perform the Charlier 1 shuffle as many times as you like, and you will still succeed. You can do it once or a million times, and you'll still succeed. Okay. And we'll talk about that in the tutorial. Okay. So for the second one, we're hoping for differences of 4. Okay, so the card values will differ by 4. Okay, so here we are, right here, same setup, ace through 8. Okay, so how many times would you like me to perform the Charlier 1? 3 times? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I move the top card over, and then the bottom goes to the top. Top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. That's once. We'll repeat that a second time. In fact, I'll add a link in the description below to the Charlier 1. I have a kind of a longer video that goes through that shuffle more slowly and teaches it to you. Okay, so I believe I faithfully performed the Charlier 1 3 times. Now, what we're hoping for is that I can actually put out pairs of cards where the difference in the card values is 4 for all of them. Okay, let's just see if I can do that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wow. I feel like you've made it easy for me. I just deal it out into 4 piles. Could it honestly be that easy? Okay. Well, do we have card values whose difference is 4? Let's see. 5 minus 1, 4. 6 minus 2, 4. Very good. 7 minus 3, 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. We did it. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, well, we just have one more. Now, the last one's a little different because it's not the difference of card values. It's a sum. So the card values will add to a number, okay? And apparently, they're going to add to 9, okay? So it's the same setup, ace through 8, okay? So how many times would you like me to perform the Charlier 1? You want it 5 times? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, I'll try to do it 5 times. Okay, so bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay, that's once. Okay, and like I said, I'll have a link in the description below that will teach this to you because I know I'm kind of going through it quickly because you asked for 5 of them. Okay, I think that's 3. Okay, so we just have 2 more. Almost there. 1 more. Why in the world did you ask for 5 of these crazy things? No idea. Okay, well, let's see if I can put out pairs whose card values add to 9. Okay, and I'm going to do it in a very different way, as you can see. Just using the Klondike shuffle. Okay, what do you think the chances are that these card values add to 9 and that all of them do? Oh, we got 1. 4 plus 5 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. And 8 plus a 1 for 8 is 9. We nailed it working together. I thought for sure if I did it 5 times, it would just destroy everything. Well, the fact is it won't destroy everything. Okay, so this is a diagram I've shown on my channel many times. Here's a 2-cycle, mirrored structure, and AMP. Well, what we're doing here is we're imposing these 3 structures on just the ordinary ordering of the first 8 playing cards, ace through 8. Okay. Now the intrinsic structure for a 2-cycle is something like this: A, B, C, D, and then that pattern repeats: A, B, C, D. Okay. So if you imagine that what we're going to do, and this was the second one, right, where we had the difference come out to be 4. All I did was, well, I performed the Charlier shuffle as many times as you like. Now, by the way, one of the grand secrets is the Charlier 1 shuffle is equivalent to a 50% cutting of the cards. You're just cutting the cards in half. So if you cut the cards in half twice, you're back to where you were. If you cut the cards 3 times, it's the same as cutting it once, if it's a 50% cut. Okay? So whatever number of Charlier 1s you ask me to do, that's fine. And then all I have to do in the case of this difference of 4, viewing it as a 2-cycle, is just deal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as far as the cards. Just deal them out into 4 piles from left to right. And those are guaranteed to have a difference of 4 regardless of how many Charlier 1s you've performed. Okay, over here we had the pairs. It was the last one actually, the pairs that add to 9. Kind of a fun one. Well, that happened because we viewed the ace through 9 as a mirrored structure. What does that mean? That means the outer ones, 1 and 8, will be paired together. 2 and 7 will be paired together. 3 and 9, and 4 and 5. Well, each of those actually add to 9. So you can perform the Charlier 1 as many times as you like. It preserves the fundamental structure here. And then if you remember what I just did a moment ago is I drew the top and bottom card off as 1 using the Klondike shuffle. So that brings the 1, whatever's on the ends here will be brought off as a pair. Well, they're guaranteed to be cards that add to 9 because the Charlier 1 preserves mirrored structures. Okay, isn't that amazing? And then the final one, I think, was the first one that we actually did. If you view this ace through 8 as an AMP, and so what we're doing here is we're taking them in pairs. So the 1 and 2 will constitute a pair at the end, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Do you remember? And so that's what I did. You can perform as many Charlier 1s as you like for this. And then from here, you just push off the top 2, the next 2, the next 2, final 2. Okay? And then these will be guaranteed to have a difference that when you subtract the card values for each of those, you get 1. Okay, well, try this out for yourself. Check out the link to the Charlier 1 shuffle if you didn't quite get the steps down, and try this out for yourself. This is really all you need, and it's introducing you to 3 of the most important structures in mathematical card magic. These are it right here. Okay, and I have many videos that talk about these structures and all of the wonderful things you can do, and many of my card effects that are just mind-blowing. Take advantage of these structures as well as ways of shuffling and moving, let's say, a 2-cycle to a mirrored structure, or a mirrored structure to an AMP, or maybe a 2 cycle to an AMP, kind of going backwards or whatever. Thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.